Welcome to the Bourbon Van. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie. Welcome to Central Oregon. What a spot.
What a spot. Unbelievable view. The Deschutes River down below. There would usually be a mountain or two behind us, but there's a prescribed burn in the area today, so once again we're dealing with wildfire smoke. Shouldn't affect the nose too much because I can already smell this one and it smells great. A big thank you to our friend Jeff Perkins for providing this sample to us for 5 Sip Friday. If it's your first time joining us for 5 Sip Friday, we nose the glass, take 5 sips, try and figure out what the heck we're drinking, say whether or not we like it, and ultimately it's revealed. How do you feel about this sample?
I think the sample is going to taste delicious. It is a summer day in October. I just love it.
Yeah, it's a little hot out here. There's a little wildfire smoke, but we're in a beautiful place, and I'm so excited to sip some whiskey. Let's get onto the nose.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oaky, sweet, vanilla-y.
Nondescript fruity.
Nondescript fruity. Smells like bourbon on the nose.
There's a lot to like, I think.
Let's start the weekend. Ooh, actually, there's a little bit of rye spice in here.
That's easy to like, whatever it is. That's very tasty.
There's a lot of rye spice in here.
This is nice. I almost went right back to a second sip there.
I almost did too. It's really, the flavor was, I was expecting this to taste more like a bourbon. You can kind of tell where I'm going to go already. But those flavors were lovely. It tastes like a really sweet rye. Like the spices are just really nice. There's good baking spices or a few of those darker spices you sometimes get on a rye. But I'm enjoying this one so far on sip one.
Gentle, tingle on the tongue, some light brown sugar there. Definitely a nice char on the oak though. Mm-hmm. I like the taste so far.
And the heat's building just a smidge.
Sip two.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very approachable.
Yeah. For those who don't like ryes, this would be a good starter.
Yeah, absolutely. Or because I have no idea if it's a rye or not.
True, sorry. I'm just getting ahead of myself. I'm just thinking like this has to be a rye.
You're already done.
I'm already done. I'm ready to make my guesses.
Yeah, 2 sip Julie, we're ready to go.
I have something in my head too that I'm going to guess already.
Not so fast. I think this could still very much be a bourbon.
Love it.
It is, to me, low proof, approachable, palatable, a little cinnamon. There's definitely spice that hangs around, some vanilla that comes and goes. It doesn't have a ton of flavor, but what's there is sort of cohesive, almost to the point of making it difficult to pick out some flavors. But whatever's there, I like it.
Yeah, sip 3?
Yeah.
There's a bit of sea salt on the nose now. Remember what I said about Central Oregon summer? The sun overheated the camera, so we had to switch locations.
That's a first for us, I think, here at the Bourbon Van. But sip 3, you said something about sea salt just before
I did.
We got cut off there. What do you mean?
It just has a sea saltiness to it, so like sea air.
Sip 4?
Yeah. Ooh, a little licorice on that. I can already tell that I'm going to be stuck in my head. Like I have a lane that I'm tripling down on, and it's going to be so wrong. It's going to be beautiful.
You are positively entrenched in your decision.
I am
already.
entrenched. Like I already have a distillery picked out and everything that's going to be wrong. Yeah, I totally do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I went pretty big on that last sip and got a boatload of vanilla.
Yeah.
Really nice. I just want to say here on sip 4, enjoying the heck out of this. I think it's delicious.
I think it's delicious too. I personally don't think it's like super high proof. I think it's a very enjoyable, I hate always saying easygoing, but it is like an easy sipping drink.
It's likable. It's basic.
Likeable.
It's like a Labrador at a beer garden.
Yeah.
How do you not like it?
I know.
Are we going to go for sip 5 right now? Okay.
See if sip 5 changes my mind.
I have to say, we've been saying that we think that it's pretty low proof. I think I'm glad that it is.
Yes.
There's a spice, a heavy kind of spice that's building, not off-putting, but on a bigger proof, that spice might take over the entire thing.
Agreed.
So I think that this is well balanced in its current state. I could see how this would get out of hand at a higher proof, though.
I don't have anything more to add. I'm ready to make a guess.
Look at you. She is on it today. All right, let me have it.
All right. I'm going with, and I don't know if this is the proof point, but I'm going with a Sagamore Rye.
Oh, my goodness.
And I'm
Look
going to
at
say
you going in with a brand off the
I
bat.
know, and I'm going 98 proof, but I don't know if it's 98 proof, but I feel like they are like around that proof point. So
98 proof Sagamore Spirit Rye.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Just straight up rye.
Straight up rye.
Look at that. What you're watching the Bourbon Van. Don't change the channel. That is Julie coming in with a lot of confidence there, and I really like it.
I don't know. Seriously, I have no idea if I'm even close.
I think that this is a bourbon, personally. But it's spicy, so I like your rye gas. I'm really kind of hedging a bet here. I would say potentially even a high rye bourbon. We've had a lot of MGP guesses, and even though I think there's some MGP here, I think I'm just going to go with something outside of that realm. I'm going to go wild turkey today. There's cherry here. You said it. There's licorice. It's a little bit spicy. Makes me think that there's some more rye in the mash bill. So I'm going to go bourbon, and I'm going to go with an old standby because this hits me kind of like it. Even though I don't think it's that well aged, I'm going Russell's Reserve 10.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm just going to throw in the towel if I'm like that wrong.
I don't think I'm right here. I would lean more heavily toward an MGP product, but I can't think of anything else in the moment. And since I'm on the spot, I'm going Wild Turkey, going Russell's Reserve 10, which is 90 proof bourbon, and that's aged 10 years. Man, I really don't get the age on this, but it is lovely. So thank you, as always, Jeff Perkins, for this lovely sample. Should we take a look at Jeff's avatar while we're doing this?
Absolutely.
Here comes his avatar.
So I will say, I think that it's probably closer to 90 proof than my 98 proof, but I just don't think Sagamore makes a 90 proof rye, so that's why I went 98.
What is their regular rye? Is it 86 proof or something like that? Their standard is really flavorful for as low proof as it is.
I thought it was for sure like 98. But...
Well, if it's Sagamore rye, I'm going to give it to you regardless.
Oh, yeah. I'm giving up. I'm throwing it in the towel.
What do you got there? If that's the brand I think it is, we've never tried that.
I know, but like, this is the end of the bourbon. Yeah,
that's it. Julie just quit.
Mayor Pingree, small batch bourbon whiskey, 94 proof. I just like 100%. It's like when I said 100%. This is definitely not a rye, and it was a bourbon. And I went 100%. This is a rye.
This was 94 proof.
Yeah, I feel sad by how horrible I've been this season.
I still think you're great, Mayor Pingree. Is that MGP? Is that source stuff? I actually don't know anything about the brand. I've never seen a bottle of it in person, so there you go. With some Mayor Pingree, we'll put some information on the screen here for you. And what a beautiful day anyways.
Yes, it is a beautiful day. Warm. I love it.
Super warm. The camera hated it. We liked it.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? It's October in Central Oregon. And thanks for joining us as always. Thanks to Jeff for the sample and from wherever we are.
To wherever you are.
Cheers.
Cheers. By the way, Jeff, I really like this. And if I find a bottle of it, I'm probably going to pick it up.